What happened in Miami? And let's talk about affordability, too, I guess. Joining us now, Mollie Hemingway, the Federalist editor-in-chief and Fox News contributor, and Byron York, Washington Examiner, chief political correspondent, also Fox News contributor. To both of you, welcome back. I appreciate it very much. Am I making too much of this, Mollie Hemingway? But they got Republicans were blown out in Miami, first Democrat in 30 years. Democrat Eileen Higgins defeated Emilio Gonzalez. This doesn't have a good feel to it, but I don't know much about Miami politics.
Yeah, I don't know how much should be read in a national sense to a local election like that. And it's also true that Miami has had Republican mayors who aren't the most conservative. But having said that, you would really want to be probably in the Democrat Party more than the Republican Party heading into next year's midterms, in part because Republicans don't seem to have much of a message for why, making the case for why to vote for them, apart from Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's not on the ballot next year.
No, he's not. And Byron, I want to talk about affordability in a minute, but just on this Miami thing, look, forget New York City, crazy socialist, communist stuff. But, you know, the blue states stayed blue in Virginia and New Jersey. But this Miami thing, I mean, I knew Mayor Suarez. I knew him. He was a very good mayor, Republican, long time. And President Trump endorsed this Gonzalez. I don't know him. But he got blown away by 20 points, Byron.
Well, you know, President Trump actually lost the city of Miami to Kamala Harris. So remember that. There are actually more Democrats than Republicans in the city of Miami. Nevertheless, Republicans have usually won in the last several years. And I agree with Mollie that anything that a Democrat wins right now, the party is going to be able to crow and say, this is a sign that that voters are already tired of Donald Trump, and this is a harbinger of Democratic victory in 2026. Not really clear from this particular race, but Republicans do have big problems nationwide.
So let me, Mollie, come to you. I want to quote Byron's column today. Trump's job is to stay focused on the economy. It's a very good column, as usual. He quotes a heck of a good economist, but I won't go there. But Mollie, can what? Susie Wiles said for sure that it's going to be like 2024. He's going to be out and about all the time. What can he do? What can he say? What's your outlook on this? Is it just affordability? Can he turn the tables here?
Well, this is an issue not just for Donald Trump, but again, for the Republican Party as well. People have concerns about what it takes to live life in America, the ease with which you can purchase a home, get a job. These are very real concerns, and dismissing these concerns is no way to have a successful political party. And the political party that does have answers for Americans who want to have the American dream will do well. Saying, oh, well, you know, Joe Biden was responsible for most of the cost increase. It may be true, but it doesn't matter for a lot of people. So you're seeing, as Byron's excellent column, like all of his columns are excellent, points out that he's going to be focused on the economy, and he should be, because it is a top issue concern for voters.
The thing is, Byron, the numbers on affordability actually are pretty good for Mr. Trump. Now, they don't catch up for the losses of Biden, so there's a hangover effect. But look, I'm delighted you quoted me, but these are real numbers. I mean, actually, in the 9 or 10 months that Trump's data comes in, first year, wages are beating prices. Wages are running much faster than inflation. My sense is, with the energy prices slumping, gasoline prices and so forth, you're going to see inflation go down even more, and wages are going to go up, because I think the economy is in pretty good shape. But Mr. Trump, I think he needs to use numbers sometimes, Byron, more than he does.
Yeah, and he needs to actually explain the situation. He's talked about the 9.1% inflation when Biden was president. But just the fact that inflation goes down does not mean that prices go down. Inflation can go down and prices still keep going up, and that's what people see.
Some prices,
but a lot of prices that are very meaningful to people. So what you need is inflation at a low rate and wage growth outpacing that. And did you see the big sign behind Trump in Pennsylvania last night? It said lower prices, bigger paychecks.
Yeah.
That is the whole story of
Yeah.
2026
Yeah.
if Trump can make that happen.
Molly, it's not too late for that to happen, is it?
No, but it needs to also not just be President Trump, but the rest of the Republican Party as well. And when they're looking at Congress, apart from that one big, beautiful bill that Trump encouraged them to pass, you're just not seeing a lot of action from them as well.
How much, Molly, people are saying, and Byron raised this in his column, but stay away from foreign policy, just do economic policy. I just don't think that's what a president does. You can do both. I think the problem is they haven't been selling their own economic program. That's the problem, and they got to get all hands on deck and get out there and make the case that wages are beating prices.
You can do both, and you should do both, but it's also true that you can greatly increase your focus on domestic concerns, which is where most voters are concerned about, and decrease how much you're doing on foreign policy. Donald Trump has had a very successful foreign policy. He gets pretty favorable views for that, but people are first and foremost concerned with their paychecks, with their cost of living, with their ability to pass on the American dream to their children.
Byron, to give you the last word, I know I'm the eternal optimist, but you got stock prices are going up, setting record highs, and gasoline prices are going down. Now, Mr. Trump's got to put that to work. Stocks are going up, gasoline's going down. He's got to be able to put that to work. That's a good combination for him.
Well, Trump has always had a really, really simple way of looking at the economy. You cut taxes, you cut regulation, and you make energy cheaper.
Yeah.
And that is really the foundation of his inflation program. But to elaborate a little bit on what Mollie was saying, a president does have to deal with the world. But there was a period of time for a while there where President Trump was dealing with so many international issues and giving the impression that that's pretty much all he was doing, talking about being a president of peace, solving 8 wars. He bragged about solving the conflict between Armenia and Azerbaijan, and I don't think that's going to make a big dent in the affordability problem. So I think making the whole year about the economy, if he can, would be the thing to do.
All right, well, actually, Azerbaijan's an oil-producing state. Actually, the World Cup may help them, too. I don't know. We'll see. I just think this Miami thing is most unfortunate. Anyway, you two are wonderful. Mollie Hemingway, Byron York, thank you for your time, folks. I appreciate it very, very much.